of feeling. And I think there is another one which maybe is not stated in a very precise way. But all the others are precise, which is essential.
And would you think of any other problems of the same level, of the same stature?
Well, I told you the Langlands program essentially, but it is not possible, I think, to give a statement in one piece. So I'm not sure even Langlands can give a completely precise a statement of the program. He has tried at some point, and I think. No, I don't think. I think it was a good choice. No problem about that.
And another question. You have answered it in part when we talked about topology. Several famous mathematicians have described how new important ideas arose in their minds. I remember, for example, in Adam's book when he described how Poincaré got a flash of an insight when stepping into a tramway. So looking at your work style, would you characterize yourself rather as a systematic thinker, or do you...
Oh, systematic, no. Systematic.
Sudden inspirations, or is it a mixture of both? Or?
I just follow my nose, I think, as one says. And flashes like the one Poincaré describes, I have had maybe twice or something like that, twice in 15 some years. So, but they're very agreeable. That's true that when one has something one wants and some electricity goes, so and one sees. But that's so rare. I mean,
and it comes only after a long effort, I guess.
Not this. I'm not sure. No. No, when I did my thesis on topology, I really didn't know much topology. I knew much less than the specialist of the time. No. Well, André Weil has explained that mathematics is not made by people with long experience, with a lot of knowledge and so on. No, that the new ideas come without that.
You are also known, besides your scientific merits, as a master expositor, both orally as well as...
No, they don't. New ideas come with old age.
I am from the south of France and I like to speak and I like to explain things.
Yeah.
And it gives me pleasure to make people understand. So if I understand something clearly, I think I can convey it clearly. If I understand only half of it, then it gets out of me as 1%, something like that. But if it is 99%, then it goes out the same way.
Mathematics witnesses a sort of explosion of subjects and sub-subjects and so on, making it difficult to overlook minor discipline. On the other hand, I mean, you have demonstrated today in your lecture that it's so important that disciplines cross-fertilize each other. How can, in particular, a young mathematician cope with this explosion of knowledge and be able to come in with something new?
No, I think this is not so difficult because he has to be really interested in something. And then if you are interested in a question and you begin reading what people have done around it, very often you discover they have not done anything. They have always talked on something else, or they made hypotheses which are not true in your case. I mean, they have very rarely done something useful. So you reduce the literature to very little. So you have to find your ideas. But of course, if you can make connection with something else, it helps a lot. That's true. But again, I cannot give advice. No, but I don't think it is. Probably Abel had the same feeling, though mathematics as complicated and so many things. He was coming after Gauss, after Euler, and no, one should not worry. If one likes mathematics enough, I think there is no problem.
We are facing apparently another problem today, namely that many young and also talented people don't think that mathematics is so really interesting. Do you agree with that? And is this a problem for others in the mathematical community?
I'm asking as a mathematician, what do you mean by, do I agree? Your statement was there are many people, young people who and so on. I mean, I can agree with that probably. I mean, I suppose that's true.
Yes.
Okay, so in that case I agree. But that's not what you meant probably. I've never been concerned with teaching in elementary level, so I really don't know. I'm very confident, I would know. But it's true that one finds very strange statements. We had a Minister of Science once, Minister of Research, who was even a member of the Academy of Science, and he said, no, mathematicians are not useful anymore because we have computers, we can push buttons. That was Alec, yes. And, well, he was believing that buttons grow on trees, essentially. That's, which they don't. No, but I'm completely sure that there will be always enough people really attracted by mathematics. But one needs more than that, of course. One needs people to teach in high schools, and there is a movement against science in the public. It's a bit curious, but all the newspapers are very responsible for that.
Basically, number one issue in the
But
world
why
at the
it
moment.
should touch mathematics? That's
Donald J. Trump and MAGA.
But I don't think one should insist on these negative things, and you cannot do much on that. And one good aspect of the Abel Prize is to have these Abel competitions with.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just
really children,
teeing up myself. Pretty steadily at the moment.
So the last question, could you tell us a little bit about your main interests besides mathematics?
Myself. You know, I'll observe it.
I think sports were really the thing that I liked most, besides mathematics. But unfortunately, I got trouble with my knees and back. And so at the moment, unless I get new legs, I cannot do any more of the sports I liked, which were skiing, rock climbing. The Abel Monument is perfect. It's so tempting. I mean, really, one wants to climb it. I mean, there is. I would have been a student here. I would have done it. I'm sure. I mean, that's because using the corners, it's not so difficult. I mean, I can see, and it's not trivial either. It's just the right difficulty. And I've been told that the students actually do it, and they put something on the head of Abel, for instance. So that's excellent. So that was one of my favorite sports, and ping pong also. So this morning I was happy that I could quote ping pong balls in my lecture.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was, unfortunately, I don't have a musical ear, so I never really enjoyed much music. Movies, reading, theater. No, not really, no. Poetry is, for me, entirely impossible in a foreign language. I mean, in English, I don't feel, you see, the music of the. And French poetry, there are a few things I like, but not many. But novels, yes. In English, very often, more than in French. Or translated in French or English from the Japanese, for instance. I like some Japanese. But sports were I might go to Fontainebleau, climb rocks Sunday with friends, but then, because of my knees, I will not really climb. I will just touch the rocks and tell my friend, you climb there, and you do that, and it's not difficult because there is a little hole there, which I know, and so I will do it via somebody else. So, would that answer